Winnie here from Draw So Cute. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these super easy and very cute Draw So Cute bookmarks. So I'm just going to show you some of the samples I made for you to inspire you. This is my elephant. And so all of these bookmarks hang by these little appendages that stick out to hold on to the page. So my second one here, let me show it to you, is my Starbucks, of course, right? Because you have to have Starbucks when you're reading. And of course, a Pikachu. Gotta have your Pokemon. So these are some of the examples that I wanted to show you, and hopefully they will inspire you. So let's get started. I'll show you guys how to make these. To make these bookmarks, you're going to first need to get some heavier stock paper. So any kind of paper that you can find that's a bit stiffer so that they make nice bookmarks and they won't wrinkle and get damaged too much when you put them in the books. If you think your paper is not stiff enough, you can always just glue two pieces together. And the second thing you're going to need is a ruler, and then scissors. And it would be really great if you had an X-Acto knife. It would just make things a lot easier when you need to cut out those little things in the center. And things right here are all optional, just anything you want to decorate your bookmark with. So I've got my color pencils, my color markers, my Sharpie, and a pencil. And this one right here is my little trick that I use, and it's my whiteout pen. And so because I'm using a color paper, wherever I need white, I can just use my whiteout pen to make it white. Or if you have acrylic paint, that would be totally fine too. Or any pen that would make a white mark. So let's get started. So to make things a little bit easier, I found this ruler that I really like the size of. It's a perfect size for my bookmark. And so I like to use this as my template to cut out my bookmark. So what I like to do is just lay this onto my piece of paper. So I've got one edge already, so I can just lay it against one edge. And because I know this is the perfect size I like, I can go ahead and just draw a line right here on the other side. And that way I can just go ahead and cut it, and then it's the perfect size for my bookmark. So you can use a pencil, or you can use a scissor to cut this out, or you can use your X-Acto knife. So I'm just gonna go ahead and really quickly use my scissor here to cut out. So you don't have to use a ruler as your guide, but it just makes it a lot easier. So I've got this size right here, and it's the one I want for my bookmark. And today I'm going to be making a cat for you guys, and I'm using pink just to give it some color. So it's a Pusheen inspired cat, a pink one. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to start off is, because I know this is the exact size I want, I'm going to start to draw my cat within this boundary that I've given myself. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch it out. So now that I have my cat kind of sketched in, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the outside part of the ear. So I'm just going to use my scissor, and I'm going to cut out the outside because I don't need a dark line to outline my cat. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow the lines that I've drawn for myself and cut out the edges for this cat. So I'm just going to give this ear. And so notice I did everything within this border that I've given myself for my bookmark. Oops, it's still in frame. And there. So I got this cat now in these little pieces away. And so then now I can go in and use my Sharpie just to outline and bring everything, pop everything out. I got my little cat outlined, and I'm going to go in here and erase all my pencil marks before I color it, just to clean it up. And go all the way on the edges where I drew my pencils and erase all those lines. And then from there, now I can color it. So I'm going to use my markers right here. last but not least, I'm gonna make this part white because it is a milkshake, so I'm gonna use my handy dandy whiteout pen. So just gotta shake it up a little bit. And I'm gonna come in here. First of all, I'm gonna give myself this highlight for my cat's eye. Right there, so it really pops out the eye. And then I'm just gonna come in here and use my white. So this really pops everything out because it's a nice contrast to have the white. So it doesn't have to be perfect at all, just add some white in there. So if you have like acrylic paint or any of those pens that can give you some nice white, it will work. So there, I got my milkshake. Pretty cool, right? So I come back in here just a little bit more and darken the edges right here on my glass for my milkshake. And that's it for coloring and drawing this. And so what I'm going to do now, the most important step of this bookmark is the reason we have this thing here in the center is because this is the part that's going to hang over your page. And so whatever you draw, whatever your design is, make sure there's something that will be able to hang over this page. And so I'm going to be cutting right straight across. So imagine as if you're let's say let's use this pen, ruler here. Imagine this is your book right here, and this is the top of the page. So this is where everything below this is what you're going to be cutting. So you want to go straight across. So I'm going to use my X-Acto knife. This is where you would want to use an X-Acto knife just to make it easier, because it's going to be really hard to use a scissor to get in here. So use an X-Acto knife, and I'm going to this is just a piece of cardboard. Looks kind of weird because I don't want to mess up my table. And so I'm just going to go ahead and cut right here. So what you want to do is make sure whatever you cut, it's going to be right across. So I'm going to cut this out. So just be careful because X-Acto knives are very sharp. So I'm just cutting out against my whatever I drew. And so after you cut it, what happens is you have this thing that kind of pops out, see? Right there. So that's the goal right there. So we've got our cat in. So there, my super easy, and I hope you think super cute, Draw-So Cute bookmarks. I hope I've inspired you to make one too. And I wanted to go over them really quickly, each one just to show you how I did them. But these bookmarks are basically based on having this centered thing that will hang over the bookmark. So whatever your design is, make sure it has the center that you can cut out. So with this one, my Starbucks bookmark, I've drawn this already, so just check out my video on how to draw a Starbucks, Draw-So Cute Starbucks cup, and then you just cut out this part right here. So see, I only cut out this part because this would be too long and it would cut off onto the bookmark. So it's just the lower part of it, and you can always just write something really nice on the bookmark if you want it, because sometimes you just need a cup with the little green straw. And then this Pikachu one right here, I'm just having it hold a Pokeball, and so I just cut off half of the Pokeball right here. And so with these, because as you notice, the ears pop out. So when you're cutting out your bookmark, the initial stage, make it bigger right here. And then you're gonna have to cut out these ears and then go back in and cut the bookmark to the size you want. And so with the elephant right here, it's the same thing. I just cut out this little nose part right here in the center, and the same thing, just like the Pikachu, your original piece of paper will be a little bit bigger. And as you see with the cat right here, so with the cat right here, what I forgot to do was to cut off the end. So I'm gonna, so you just kind of see how long you want your bookmark to be, and towards the end right here, I'm just gonna cut it off right here. So about how long I want it. So I'm just gonna snip it off right here really quickly, because I totally forgot to do that. And I like to go on the edges right here and just round it off. So If you have one of those nice cutters, you can do that too. So I'm just rounding off the corner so that it doesn't bend too much and get all messed up. So there, pretty simple. Just cut off the corners and then you have a nice round corner. And that's it. Really simple, and I hope you really loved how they turned out. Please let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite, and let me show you once again how they look in the book. So this one right here is my cat. So you just put it in the back and you pop them right like that. And then let's do the next one. Can anyone guess what book this is, by the way? Let me know in the comments below if you can. I think I just gave you a hint. You saw a picture. So that's my second one, my elephant. Oh, another picture. And my Pikachu. And my last one. Oh, another picture. Ah, more pictures. And my last one, my Starbucks cup. There. So I hope you guys really love this craft, do-it-yourself craft, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and share it, and remember to subscribe so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.